What's going on, guys? Collects here, and welcome back to another review. In this video, we will be taking a look at the Mess Toys Black Suit Neighbor. Let me just start off by saying this figure is the real deal. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't even really consider this figure a bootleg. Articulation, the body mold, the head sculpts, everything is perfect, but let's get into it. To start, let's talk about the box presentation. I actually got a really good copy of a box and it wasn't destroyed like I've seen some people get. Mess Toys logo is also really dope too. So I got this figure off AliExpress. Shipping might be long, but it's worth the wait. In terms of price for this figure, this is what it's going to cost you, which is insane because this figure is pretty much like an official Revoltech. The box is really simplistic, but I really like it. The Cane Spider one is cool too. But before we get this thing out the box, I want to break down how Mess Toys became, because they're pretty much like their own company now. So essentially, Mess Toys is CT Toys. For those who may not know, CT Toys is also a company that has made plenty of Mayfex Spider-Man bootlegs. Because they became so popular and rose in popularity, CT Toys decided to make an entire new company called Mess Toys that is primarily focusing on Revoltech styled bootleg figures. And I don't even like saying bootleg when talking about this company because they are really cooking. Like, I'm honestly just gonna throw up on the screen how they're coming in 2026. It's literally crazy. Listen, all I'm saying is if you like Revoltech or Amazing Yamaguchi styled figure, you better hop on the Mess Toys train now because they are not missing. I'm probably gonna get every one. Like, look at the scaling of this Venom.
Oh, that's fire!
This company is literally giving us what Revoltech won't. Mess Toys Venom is gonna be miles better than this Amazing Yamaguchi one. I am most definitely getting that Mess Toys Venom. Now let's take a look at the second tray the figure comes with. Mess Toys is kind of doing their stands like Mezco, having a themed bottom piece of the stand for whatever figure it is. But all in all, the stand is better than a Mezco stand. The detail on it is really clean and the quality is also really nice. Now, the reason why I say it's better than a Mezco stand is because it's very secure and it's also bendable. And it's very durable. Now, getting into the tray the figure's in, now my first in-hand impressions of this figure are that I really love it. Feels really nice and the paint is also done very well. The spider symbol really reminds me of the black suit from the animated show. This beat is also produced by my good friend Neverlanding.
It's Stiltra season. It's Stiltra season.
Besides the blue glow in the animated show on the suit, the whole figure really does remind me of it. Before we get into the actual figure, let's talk about its accessories. This figure comes with the perfect amount of accessories for a Spider-Man figure. Here is just a little overview of everything that the figure comes with. Now, getting into the accessories, starting off, this figure comes with webs. Now, as these webs are cool, I'll probably end up using my own custom webs for photography. I like these traditional webs right here, but I'm not the biggest fan of these thick wide webs. This figure comes with 5 pairs of hands, not counting the fisted ones that it comes on. These low crawling hands are my favorite, by the way. Starting off with some sprawled out hands, here are the back of them. Next, the lower wall crawling hands, and I'm so happy they included these because the original 2.0 comes with these. Some web shooting hands, some casual hands, here are the front and backs. And lastly, you got some wall crawling hands. Now let's get into the head sculpts. And the head sculpts that come with this figure are actually really decent. Starting off with this wide-eyed sculpt. This whole figure is matte, by the way, and for some reason I just feel like it makes the head sculpts and the whole rest of the figure pop. Next, it comes with this angry squinted eyes face sculpt. I'll probably keep this one on the figure. Alright, now let's do a little comparison between the Revoltech 2.0 and the Mess Toys Black Suit. So the Mess Toys Black Suit Friendly Neighbor is actually on the same body mold as the Revoltech 2.0. These two look so insane next to each other. And they're pretty much identical all the way down to the joints and the way that they move. They have all the same cuts and points of movement. But in my opinion, I think this Mess Toys moves even better. Down to the legs, they are identical. I really can't find any differences. Even down to the accessories with the Revoltech 2.0 are the exact same, with the small difference that the 2.0 comes with these web wings, which I don't even care about. And like I said, both of these figures next to each other look really good. Even with my stock 2.0 head sculpt on it, it looks really nice. That brings me to this topic about the 2.0 head sculpt. I am so happy that Mess Toys did not do this system with their head sculpt. As you can see, I already lost one of my lenses. That's why I got a ferrule head for this figure. And let me also mention that the Mess Toys joints are compatible with the Revoltech 2.0, and you could do cool poses and put the arms on your 2.0 like this. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look so fire. And that brings me to the next thing that we're going to be going over is the articulation of this figure. It practically blows the 2.0 out of the water. Starting off, there's a nice 360 on the head. It can look up about this much, and I think it can look up higher than the Revoltech 2.0 as well. You can look this far down. Side to side movement is perfect on the head. Really nice movement with the butterfly joints, can shift back and forth easily. There is great movement in the shoulders. Same with the 360 rotation as well in the arms. The bicep swivel on this figure is excellent. My copy came very tight, so just be careful while moving it when you first get it. Another nice swivel in the elbows here. It can go up about this much. Great swivel and hinge on the wrist. The peg hasn't fallen out on me once. The ab crunch is so elite on this figure, you can literally get him in the best crouching poses. It can go down about this much with the ab crunch. This figure also has a soft crotch piece, giving you even more freedom for dynamic poses. Good swivel in the upper inner thigh as well. Nice movement right here on the upper thigh as well, and a great 360 rotation. His knees can go back about this much. Here's how that looks, nice and flush against the backside. He can do the split splits no problem. I don't like looking at bro like this, so let's move on. There's also a great boot cut and swivel on this figure. Really good swivel here in the ankle as well, and of course a nice toe joint. Overall, this does beat the 2.0 in articulation. Next, let's get into some size comparisons for this figure. So first, here's him next to the Revoltech Batman Beyond. Scales perfectly next to him. Here's the Mess Toys next to the Mafex Toby, which I also matte painted. Here he is next to the SHF Final Swingsuit with the Ferrule head. Here next to my Marvel Legends custom Doctor Doom with the custom head sculpt. Here next to my custom Vigilante Daredevil on a Notoman body. And lastly, next to the Revoltech Spider-Man 2.0. If you want to call it a bootleg, I'm going to personally call it a third party, but my final thoughts on this figure are that I love it. I really don't have any issues with it, personally speaking, on my own copy. Am I reaching saying this might be the best Spider-Man figure of the year? I personally don't think so, because this thing is incredible and I'm so happy to have it in the collection. I personally give this figure a 10 out of 10, especially for the price for it coming out to $40. Yeah, you just can't beat that. I'm going to leave the link for this figure in the description. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram for photography and exclusive videos. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. At this time I'm recording this, I'm currently at 950 subscribers. Thank you so much, it truly means the world to me, and I am so excited to make more reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I definitely recommend picking this figure up. It's been your boy Stiltra, and peace.